Michael, this story is unbelievable. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong kid, and you get your wages garnished. What do you got?
Though you really can't make it up.
This has been the worst 9 years of my entire life. Dealing with this and not getting answers, it's just a nightmare.
That is Abisai Moreno Iglesias. He's a 33-year-old former welder from Tyler, Texas, and for almost a decade, he's been embroiled in one of the weirdest child support stories you're ever gonna hear. He's had thousands of dollars garnished from his wages by the state of New Jersey, all to support a child that isn't even his. I'm working on a story about a guy who was stuck in the child support system for 9 years, and it took him 9 years to get out of the system. I'm just trying to find out why, and how come it took so long, you know? Yeah. Back in 2007, Abisai was notified that he owed child support to a Cumberland County woman named Elodia Marcial, which is kind of strange considering he didn't even know anyone named Elodia Marcial.
I've never met Elodia Marcial. I've never been in New Jersey. I've never been to Cumberland County. I've never had a relationship with this woman, and yet child support office in New Jersey said I was the father of the child.
So, despite that rather important fact, he continued to receive notices as recently as June telling him, "You are the father, and guess what? You've got to pay up." Frustrated and confused, Abisai tracked down Elodia himself and confirmed what he already believed to be the truth, that he and the father of this child have almost the exact same name.
My name is Abisai Moreno Iglesias, and I've always gone by Moreno on anything, billing, tickets, everything. His name is Abisai Iglesias Velasquez.
Despite an admission by the mother that the child was not his and that the government was garnishing the wages of the wrong Abisai Iglesias, he still couldn't convince his caseworkers to take him out of the child support database. More than $3,500 was garnished from his paychecks between September and December of 2015, which made for a really hard holiday season for him and his family.
When Christmas came around, it was hard because I wanted to give him something out of my pocket, and I couldn't.
So in a last-ditch effort, he called the Chasing News
Called
tip
us.
line.
Chasing News, this is Mike.
Look, Bill, when I first heard this story, I was a little bit skeptical. I mean, how could the government make a mistake like this? But he showed me enough documentation to make me a believer, so I started making phone calls to the Department of Human Services. According to DHS, the Social Security Administration uses certain data points to match a child support order to a non-custodial parent. Some of the criteria for this includes the first 2 letters of your last name and the month and year of your birth.
What?
Wow.
But in cases that only involve the one custodial parent, like in Elodia Marcial's situation, the potential for inaccurate birth dates or misspelling of names entering the system increases. And that is what happened to Abisai Moreno Iglesias. Now, good news is that DHS has already refunded his money and have promised to never garnish his wages again.
Michael, that's because of your efforts.
Well, I've tried to help out.
How about that? 9 years. Government couldn't get it done.
Right.
Way to go.
Thank you very much.
Nicely done. But here's what gets me even more. They reimbursed the guy for the $3,500. She still keeps the money that she got. So that means, guess what? We paid for it. And you wonder why Jersey's broke.
One last thing, Bill.
Yeah.
DHS tells me that there were 61 cases of mistaken identity reported in fiscal year 2016. Now, for context, that's out of 350,000, so it's like 1%
So they're like, hey, we're not doing too
of
bad.
1%.
Yeah.
It's not bad. But,
That's fine.
But on the other side, there are dozens of people in the state of New Jersey who are living Abisai's nightmare. So if you are watching this right now and you're dealing with this problem, or if you have another problem that you'd like us here at Chasing News to solve, send us an email. tips@chasingnews.com. Call the newsroom at 609-695-6008, or you hit me up at Chasing LaMarca on Twitter.